Over the past 15 months, the price of Bitcoin has fallen from a peak of around $1,200 to today's price of just over $200. While many see this spike as a bubble, some detractors have gone as far as to say that this cryptocurrency is nothing more than pretend money and has no real future. Indeed, one website tracking reports of Bitcoin's death has just logged the 40th instance that Bitcoin has been pronounced dead by the media. So how true are these claims? We spoke to experts from both sides of the fence to try to find out.
12 months ago when the price was $1,000, it was mostly being, the currency was used by speculators and early adopters that were, buying Lamborghinis and Ferraris every day and, doing these high ticket items. So in the last year, the price has dropped 70%, but yet we're doing more transactions now than we ever did. So rather than having one expensive transaction per day, we're doing thousands of smaller transactions. So the everyday user who might get involved with Bitcoin now at $200 had no idea the price was $1,000. So he has no problem with it. He's using it for his daily purposes, his daily needs every day. Doesn't really get exposed to that much currency risk. While the speculators who might be on the sidelines with it right now, who are still upset because the price was so much higher, those are the ones waiting for the price to go back up again before they start selling and buying things.
In January, Bitcoin lost nearly half of its value in the space of 1 week, falling to as low as $150. While Singh believes this is as low as it will go, author and Bitcoin skeptic Jeffrey Robinson claims there is no lower limit for Bitcoin.
Of course it can fall lower than that. All commodities, even pretend commodities like Bitcoin, have a floor and a ceiling, except Bitcoin doesn't. There is no floor, it's zero. There is no ceiling, it's who knows, the sky's the limit. So you can't say it won't fall lower than that.
Falling as low as $150 may have been a bad thing for Bitcoin traders and speculators, but lower prices, increased merchant adoption, and more user-friendly technology could mean that those wishing to use Bitcoin as an alternative to traditional fiat currency now have a greater opportunity to do so. Robinson, however, is less certain.
It's not a currency now, it's a pretend currency. It does not qualify, or it does not satisfy the three requirements for a modern currency. The idea, and I call them the lunatic fringe, the delusionals who say that Bitcoin will replace fiat currency. That's not going to happen. Well, disruptive technologies, the US government and the British Bank of England may not have a choice. The problem with disruptive technology, and the Bitcoin people don't want to hear this, is that the disrupted has something to say about it. So I say 10 years from now, we will all have digital currencies, fiat currencies, and Bitcoin will be remembered probably much like Pogs and Sinclair's C5.
If you look at price, it performed very bad last year. But again, Bitcoin was not made to be a speculative currency. It was made to be the global digital currency for the internet. It was made so that anyone all over the world can transact in Bitcoin with no fees, essentially, instantaneously, buy any products on the internet, travel throughout the world, never need to exchange cash for credit cards or different currencies and all that. The demise of it's, I think, grossly over-exaggerated because they look at the currency. Again, merchant adoption's been humongous. The number of people using it, the number of wallets increases, I think is huge. There's a lot of stats about the number of users that are using Bitcoin now. Also in Asia now, you can go buy Bitcoin at 7-Eleven and Family Mart and all that. So the key is to make Bitcoin more accessible for the users to get.
So will Bitcoin prove itself invaluable as the global internet currency for people without access to the current financial system, as Singh suggests, or will it be forgotten like Pogs? Thanks for tuning into this week's Tech Talk. For all your technology news and reviews, please go to ibtimes.co.uk/technology.